Le Sserafim just cannot catch a break. But what does BLACKPINK Jennie's upcoming collaboration say about how YG treated her? And how did BABYMONSTER lose to ILLIT? Wonhee's high privilege, Waterbomb in LA, and so much more in today's episode of Totally Legit K-pop News with me, Angelina. It's been quite the week since I covered my Le Sserafim video, which has over 100,000 views. I was like, oh my god. I was honestly surprised, and there have been, a few little things here and there that have happened since then. But since I covered the majority of it in my video, I thought we could save it for now. But before we do that, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. And with that, let's get into the news. Le Sserafim's Coachella performance Backlash has literally taken a life of its own. And again, it's your right to criticize whatever you want. I'm just personally surprised at how long this is being dragged out. But anyways, let's recap a couple of things that have happened since my last video. So in my last video, we did talk about Sakura's Weverse post, which was quite lengthy. We read the whole thing together. And honestly, from my own comment section, there were a lot of people praising her. Now, it was quite a lengthy post, but all in all, she was basically saying how they prepared very hard for Coachella, how it was their best stage, and it's not a bad thing to only look at the good. She also makes mention of, how not everyone is going to be perfect for someone. And as with anything, of course, it did earn her some praise, but it also earned a lot of backlash. So let's read some of the comments. The fact that she still can't sing after all those years is just funny at this point. Stop talking and go practice. I'm quite an avid listener of Le Sserafim songs, but I realize how overhyped they are compared to their skills, and it's disappointing. I hope they can improve their singing to match their concept. It'll be more enjoyable to listen to their digital songs too. No matter how I'm reading this, I just don't get it at all. Why is she speaking like that? She seems strange. People who have fangirled on J-idols will probably be used to this. Whenever there's a controversy about them, they always have the typical way of covering them up while framing fans like fighters. I'm a fan, but I have lost my words. Oh my god, I wasn't recording the screen. Another thing that happened is that Nayeon posted a clip of Doja Cat flipping off her audience to her story. So here is the story in question. It seems that Nayeon may have ended up taking this video down, but of course it sparked a conversation, right? Oh, naturally. We obviously don't know her intentions, but she must have guessed what people's interpretation of it is going to be. Even if she did have intentions, good for her. They didn't perform to expectations. Okay, people are just beating a horse talking about it. Anyway, I hope they all take the energy they're getting and come back stronger next performance. Literally no one is saying she isn't a Doja fan, but Nayeon specifically posting the middle finger part to her story obviously directed to certain people. First essay from pissed veteran singer, and then this FU Doja gif from another pissed member. Who's next and what will they post? LMAO. This is just gonna garner more hate for her and the group. I thought she was the leader. She will be the next idol Han So-hee and get witch hunted if she keeps this up. With the way they are reacting, next comeback we will still have a lot of bad encores to criticize. Naturally, there's some people who think that, anything, if you are an idol, any single thing you post is gonna have some type of meaning. But some people think the exact opposite, that it really wasn't, it didn't really mean anything. Or she just enjoys Doja Cat and didn't think that much of it. Okay, you guys are going overboard now, LMFAO. Here y'all go with over-analyzing again. Anyways, praying for their week 2 stages because they're getting cooked, not just by iFans, but K-Nets and C-Nets too. Hopefully they'll improve. I just assumed she was posting a clip because she enjoyed the performance or something. I don't think there's any meaning behind it. I've talked about this quite a bit in the past, but if you're receiving hate for something, if you say something, it's never going to be good enough. You could say everything right. There are people who are not going to like it. You could post a video like this. Some people are going to be happy. Some people are not going to be happy. There's literally nothing you can say in the face of backlash that is actually going to help in the moment. Like, people are just so fired up. They want something to hate. It's not going to do anything. Well, it's going to do something, just not what you would hope. So I can't imagine receiving this level of backlash over something. And if you are aware of the backlash, which very likely you are, you want to say something, you want to be able to communicate how you're feeling, like, I'm hurting because of this, or I'm pissed because of this, and you just can't. Because Sakura is a great example of this. She expressed how she felt, and it's not good enough. So you end up having to stay silent in these situations, which I would say is probably for the best. But anyways. Another thing that happened is that Island 2 aired its first episode, and of course we have groups doing covers of popular songs, one of them including Unforgiven by Le Sserafim. Now this post has a spoiler alert, so I guess we have a spoiler alert too. I don't think we're really going to talk much about any outcomes of the show, just specifically the Unforgiven performance and how people are taking the vocals of that performance and comparing it to Le Sserafim's. Oh yes, there's spoilers, never mind. So as a result of the performance in question, 3 out of the 4 trainees who performed the song were given more than 2 Ls, meaning they were allowed into the nicer island facility, while those of the 2 fewer were assigned to ground, the elimination zone. Now, the reaction to the performance itself is basically people saying that they did it better than Le Sserafim could have. It's better than the original, not them singing better than the original singers. And now there is a huge discussion surrounding Le Sserafim and hate trains right now. So these are what the following tweets are about. K-pop fans are miserable. Not even idols have committed. Okay, that tweet was a little bit of a threat. We're just gonna cut it out. The hate is so forced. Like, how is this better than the original? Saying this is better than the original is so forced. So those are some of the things that have happened since Le Sserafim's Coachella performance, not including, you know, the little things. Like, some people are saying like, oh, they're losing so many followers because of this. I did see that article, and I would just, you know, people lose automatically. You lose followers every single day if you have a large amount of followers. It is what it is. So I'd be curious to see how many followers they were losing every single day before the performance, if that makes sense. But anyways, that's where we are with it now. Of course, let me know what you think in the comments below. Zico is releasing a song with BLACKPINK's Jennie on April 26th, and it is called Spot! And Zico actually posted a clip, a little snippet of this song, and it has gone absolutely viral. Let's listen to it a little bit, lest we get a copyright claim. She's not under YG anymore, so you never know. But Zico, isn't he under KOZ, which is under Hybe? Hybe's gonna own everything soon, and we're gonna all be screwed in terms of copyright. But hey, we'll give it a go, okay? So here's the snippet. So you can clearly hear the very strong vocals, and people are super excited. Naturally, people are super excited. Of course, it's Jennie. But while fans are super excited about this, it has bring up past accusations of YG's mistreatment towards BLACKPINK. As we all know now, Jennie started her own company. She has Odd Atelier. So people are comparing the amount of activities she's had recently, the amount of songs that she's releasing recently, very, very recently, not even within the span of a year, in comparison to how many years she's been at YG and how many songs she's released as a solo artist under YG, how many activities she's had. There's a very stark difference. The amount of reality TV shows she's been on, the appearances she's made. Of course, fans have noticed it and are blaming YG for seemingly, you know, preventing her from doing the things that she wanted to do. BLACKPINK Jennie's collaboration with Zico sparks intense anger towards YG Entertainment's mismanagement. Since the announcement, Jennie has been booked and busy, whether it's focusing on future music, brand collaborations, television cameos, or appearances at huge global events. So here's some comments about it. The amount of artists that lined up to collab with Jennie as soon as she left that company. Oh, Jennie, the legend that you are. Jennie releasing more songs in a few months under her own company than she was able to in all her years under YG. It really goes to show how much YG was limiting her. It's insane. Jennie is really serious about music, so don't doubt her and just wait for her. Imagine we already got 2 collabs after she left YG. She is just starting. Jennie got 6 campaigns, 2 guestings, Ihari Red Carpet, and Pingyego. Attended Chanel Fashion Week, 2 collabs, Matt Champion and Zico, Apartment 404, and Vogue magazine cover in 4 months. Jennie x Zico collab is about to join the club. Jennie got 2 collaborations in just 4 months this year. They said Jennie will focus on her modeling career once BLACKPINK is over, but she is one amongst all 4 accepting all collabs and is probably working on JNK1. Told y'all YG's the problem all this time. It wouldn't surprise me that YG would have wanted to keep like this super exclusive look for BLACKPINK, because that's what it always felt like, right? And this is just, I'm just speaking hearsay. Don't take everything with a grain of salt, actually. You know, people saying that like, oh, YG said no for Lisa to attend or accept this award, or YG said no for this, or, you know, these people wanted to collab with BLACKPINK and it never ended up happening. To hear all of those rumors or whatever and contrast it with all the activities that BLACKPINK are able to do outside of YG Entertainment is really interesting. Of course, this isn't the first time this has been brought up. Like, I think immediately after it was announced that BLACKPINK members are doing their solo activities outside of YG, this has been consistently being brought up for 4 months straight, but I just thought it was interesting to bring it up again. So of course, let me know what you think. BABYMONSTER versus ILLIT. who should have won? On M Countdown, the two groups were up against each other to see who would win first place, and it seems that some people were shocked that ILLIT won. Netizens were confused after BABYMONSTER's loss on M Countdown. It seems people noticed that for the live voting portion that BABYMONSTER was ahead of ILLIT. Actually, way ahead of ILLIT with 92%, but ILLIT ended up winning with a total of 6,676 points compared to BABYMONSTER with 5,371 points. Now, I don't follow music show wins to a T super intensely, but I've seen this happen quite a bit before, right? You notice like one group seems to be super ahead in one category, but in the end the other group wins. I've seen groups in like one category have a total of 0 actually, and they still end up winning. Like it totally depends on a multitude of factors, right? When the score was broken down, netizens noticed some differences from the initial predictions, especially with the digital points that saw a huge drop from 2,516 to 1,676. If the points had remained the same and then added to the other criteria, it would have most likely meant BABYMONSTER would get their first win. We have the points breakdown here. So here are some reasons why fans found it a little suspicious, despite the fact that it can be quite common for points to change drastically. One fan pointed out that YG Entertainment usually allowed groups to stay even if they had no chance of winning, but that BABYMONSTER wasn't present at the show. So if we see here Magnetic versus Sheesh, we see ILLIT is waiting in the crowd, and for Sheesh we just see the music video. But the saddest part of all of this is BABYMONSTER knew they won't win, so they went home early. I don't know, but that just broke my heart. Like, they know they're nominated but also know they didn't win. Others found it odd that while all the predictions were correct, BABYMONSTER's digital score dropped by such a significant amount in the final results. All the other predictions being true except the digital's rigged ass show. A whole 1K of our digital score just disappearing, WTF. So of course there are some fans who don't believe this. Let's read some comments. Is this a hidden camera? Because we're tired of these tone deaf people. I'm not a fan, but I voted for them because I wanted to see their encore stage. I really realized just how many people were anticipating Paemon's encore stage, me included. So chart performance isn't proportional to popularity. There are so many people who voted to see Paemon's encore. So of course, let me know what you think. Do you think something suspicious is going on, or is it just the nature of music show wins? But also, it would have been amazing to see BABYMONSTER's encore stage, and I'm a little sad that we didn't get to see it, especially because I think ILLIT won their 6th win now, and BABYMONSTER wasn't even an option. Again, I don't really follow music show wins very closely, but please someone tell me why, because wasn't like Le Sserafim's Easy also included in that lineup? And that song was released before Sheesh, right? Like, why did they stop promoting? Well, it's a YG group. I take it back. ILLIT's Wonhee recently became a model for the brand Pocari. It's not like ILLIT themselves are models for the brand. It's really Wonhee's solo deal. And the group hasn't even debuted that long ago, so people are pointing to Hybe privilege. Again, this isn't the first time that this is being brought up. Even before they debuted, people were bringing this up. The amount of brand deals and opportunities that they had even before they debuted. Of course, it's Hybe privilege. ILLIT Wonhee's CF deal just 3 weeks after debut sparks Hybe privilege debate. Let's read some of the comments. She suits it. Wow, Tebak LOL. She's good at doing refreshing expressions. Her image really suits the Pocari CF. Oh, they chose her so fast. She really stands out. Perfect match. Perfect match. Wonhee is so cute. She's cute and fresh. She suits it. But then we have some more negative comments. Must be nice to be chosen to debut under Hybe. I wonder the audition rate. They probably just check your age and that you have long hair and that you smile. Yeah, I think it's funny though. Right before they debuted, this group were called flops. No one interested, no fans. Although some Chinese went viral pre-show, now that Magnetic is well liked, it's all because of Hybe. They chose visuals over talent, and that's not a flex. So let's join the conversation. What do you think of company privilege? I mean, there's no big 3, big 4 privilege. There's no doubt that it's a thing. I feel like, yes, on one end it is company privilege, but on the other end, K-pop stands incessant need to absolutely obsess over groups before they even debut also kind of contributes to that. And don't lie to me, to my face. I know you guys do that. I always bring up NMIXX's album before they even debuted that people were buying it. Like, you don't know what this group is gonna sound like, you don't know if you're even gonna like the group, and you're still buying into them. So don't look at me funny when fans are really the ones making this possible. Like, yes, it's company privilege, but without the consumerism by fans, these ads wouldn't want anything to do with these people. Do you know what I mean? So I think we need to do some introspection. But of course, let me know what you think. Now, let's move on to K-pop shenanigans, which are basically fun little things that happened in K-pop recently. And NCT are getting a new light stick question mark. Okay, if I'm not too lazy, here's the old light stick and here's the new one. So NCT revealed their unit's light sticks. Am I seeing right? It's something. It's definitely something. Let's read some of the comments, okay? Wow, these are bad. Why is 127's logo like that? Freaking sucks. What are those? Those are honestly so-so. I want to deny them. Who did the design for it? Unpretty. Not buying. What are those? It looks like the light will be weak too. It feels like its uniqueness disappeared. It looks like a tonkatsu hammer. Wait, let's tonkatsu hammer. Okay, I see it. Yeah. Well, it looked like a tonkatsu hammer before since the comparisons are being made back then too, but I hope this isn't real. One light stick for all units. Good for the wallet and can be used many times. Why would you create even more division for their group? LMAO, this is why their fans are always grabbing each other by the hair. Is this leaked? Because not even the official accounts had posted anything. So of course it's alleged, right? But it's I would say the original is like quite unique, and to do a redesign of this nature would be interesting. So I'm curious to see where this ends up. Do you guys remember Rise when they like announced their light stick preview and then they're like, never mind, never mind. I thought maybe that's a marketing tactic, but if this is like another marketing tactic, like I just don't get it. Like I don't get it. But anyways, let me know if you like the new one, the alleged new one. We have some drama about Twice's Nayeon copying Blackpink's Jennie's outfit. Blackpink's Jennie's outfit. So Nayeon was recently spotted wearing this purple flowery dress, which of course is reminiscent of Jennie's white flowery dress that she wore on Hyori's red carpet, I believe. Now, I obviously don't think this is actual news or actually something to be outraged about or anything of the sort. But you know what? I always really liked, in those magazines and they're like, who wore it best? I always loved seeing different interpretations of a look. So here's the video version. We have Jennie's look, which I feel like is... Well, it just feels quite Jennie, right? And then Nayeon's look, which obviously has a little bit of a different take on it. So let me know which you prefer. Okay, you guys know the Waterbomb Festival, right? Everybody loves the Waterbomb Festival. It's basically a water-based festival where people perform on stage and there's lots of water everywhere, okay? Well, it seems that they are doing a world tour and they're coming to LA. So here's the pose. Waterbomb is hitting LA for its debut this year. Get excited for the only water-themed music festival that will electrify your moments with ceaseless vigor. More information to follow. I just love the Americans complaining in the comments about how LA gets everything. Can y'all bring it to New York City? It's expensive to fly to the other side of the country and LA has KCON already. I find it so fun. The audacity of Americans to say that it's expensive to fly to the other side of the country as if it doesn't cost like $900 to fly to a different province here. I will sell my hypothetical firstborn child for 10 and 18. There are other places in the US. And my friend Vanessa actually sent me this. Hear me out. Waterbomb in America, but not in LA because they already got too much shit. And then just the sequence of events is so funny to me. It's like a hierarchy. Objectively, the US gets everything, but then within the US, you have people from New York, who think LA gets everything. Then you have people in Canada who think New York gets everything. Then you have people probably... What's worse than Canada? You get the gist though, right? Everyone thinks everyone has it better, but we all know there's someone who has it better, right? We're not going to be that delusional, are we? All fun and games don't come for me, okay? Let's move on to a little discussion segment. Why don't they make co-ed groups anymore? I remember there was a group literally called Co-ed School, BABYMONSTER. Totally a classic. Then there was like a Grasshopper song. I literally can't remember the group's name, but it was co-ed too, I think. In theory, co-ed groups seem so much fun and have so much potential, but why don't we see more of them? Oh my god, Card. Literally Card. Are they afraid they'll end up dating? Here are some comments about this question. Of course, there's no demand at all. They'll attract way too many complaints. They'll have talks about them no matter what they do. People swear at idols for mere friendship. Imagine having members of the opposite There's definitely no demand for it. This is also why card is more popular overseas. Honestly, they don't have demand, so they don't make them. Even if they have a good song, it'll be hard for them. It doesn't suit the idols culture at all. If they succeed, we'll see a lot of them. Aside from singers of the past, there are barely any co-ed groups that succeeded. So let me know your thoughts about that. Do you wish there were more co-ed groups, or do you think it would just cause way too much trouble? Let me know in the comments. I actually don't have any K-pop song. I don't have a K-pop song of the day. I have 4 songs in my list right now. Good Luck Babe by Chapel Rowan, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, Punteria by Shakira and Cardi B, and then Bailando by Enrique. But it's so funny because every time that Bailando stops playing, can you guess which song automatically starts playing? Magnetic. And I just found it so funny. But I might have a Kpop Dream. Let's look. Oh, okay, this one's a little random. Korean lesson where I was walking through an abandoned building. I had to do 8 symbol words of 2 words mixed together. One was Shrek and Hongju, which I wrote as Shirekudung. I wrote in parentheses, I know it's only 4, that's why it was confusing. Okay, so my prediction with that dream is next comeback, Hongjung is gonna have green hair. So let's see if it comes true. But anyways, that is basically it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with the friends you don't have. These are the lovely individuals who help support my channel on a monthly basis. It means the world to me. Thank you so much. As for me, I'm gonna get going, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye! This time I want you.